If your real estate ads are getting leads and clicks, but no appointments are showing up, this is the exact video for you. Most of the time, realtors think they have a lead problem, but the actual problem is just their show up rate. Their budget is so low to scale, they're complaining about the leads not being qualified, and worse, they don't even show up. In this video, we're gonna walk you through the exact system we use here at Moissanite Agency to really boost your business into boosting your show up rate to actually see those qualified leads come in. And you won't have to be chasing them. We'll show you how to fix your tracking platforms, increase those show up rates, and how to scale with a budget no more than $50 a day. And before we jump into today's video, if you really are struggling with these Facebook ads and just want to start seeing those consistent leads come in, don't hesitate to book a link below. We'll dive into your current situation, see how we can help, and then from there, we can show you the exact system we can use to help your business get to your dream goals of hitting those X amount of deals per month. Today, we're going to be covering on how we can boost that show up rate to really see those qualified leads come in through your calendar so you don't have to be stressed about chasing them. This is the first slide. This is just module objectives and overview. So pretty much we'll be showing you the exact systems we use here at Moissanite Agency so you can rapidly start seeing those qualified leads come in. So growth signals. So many teams generate leads but suffer with low intent and intention with the actual lead. The whole objective of starting with Facebook ads is really just trying to get as many numbers and contacts as possible. That's the overall goal. From there, then we break down the exact people what we need. So we have the non-qualified, the qualified, and the people that are looking long-term. Separate them, organize it, and then from there, we boost our show up rate by contacting them more, but not too much where we seem too spammy. So how can we actually predict how many leads we can get in a short amount of time? With meta ads, it's really important to understand that it's not just about blasting thousands of dollars. It's about using your money in the way that's smart. So with Meta, it's really good at looking at your audience, tailored to that creative, and really expanding and sending it out to that tailored audience that you selected with your creative. Sometimes Meta doesn't know what you're trying to attract, so sometimes they just blast that budget everywhere, hoping they can get a good result in one direction, but then sometimes that never happens. What we want to do here is I manually set up everything. Another really important thing is to make sure you're following the policy flags, making sure you read the whole document, and making sure you're keeping up to date with the rules. I also do recommend you click the document below to follow up on these step-by-step programs. Over all the videos, we have the document below, so making sure you're keeping up to date with that. So this is how we actually keep track of the actual leads we're getting in. So every time I set up any campaign, any lead forms, anything I'm doing, I always set up a KPI. This is a key performance indicators. I set this up because it allows me to track where my leads are going and when. Pretty much as imagine Susan goes into Facebook ad number 1 and Tyrone goes into Facebook ad number 2. I get to see why and when they were motivated to move into each and if I'm hitting that daily goal that I set as my KPI. So you always want to set a goal with the Facebook ads because if you just blast it and hope for the best, you never know what you're trying to achieve. Now we're talking about moments that matter. So pretty much what this slide is intending is just trying to make you realize that we do need to send out these notifications to the actual client. So imagine we call up the lead after he submits the form. Amazing. We have the information. Perfect. From there, we have a confirmed booking. He is booked into my calendar at a specific time as a realtor. From there, we have a confirmation email sent out right away so they know it's a legitimate business. From here, we have the North Star. So that's either if we're going to a rescheduling or a no-show. I send out many messages and I've spoken in the other videos in the past what type of messages I do send out, but this video is just intending on what you should be doing currently. If they message you rescheduling, it's okay, we can reschedule. If there's still a no-show, that's when you call again. You don't just leave it, you send out the email campaigns, you call and you make sure they show up because they had intent at the start. Full attendance nudges. So pretty much what this means is how can you kind of provoke and poke at the client just to really motivate them to come and show up for the actual meeting. Cool things I like to do is send over voice messages, voice videos. I like going on Google Earth, showing them around their neighborhood and sending over that video to them over Loom, something similar to this, so they can see I'm actually motivated into helping them. But there's many other ways, but I always do recommend never lose the client because that is a deal waiting for you right there. So budget ramp strategy. So how I budget all my ads. I've tested anywhere from $10 a day to $1,000 a day. What I've seen has been the best so far is when you spend 50 bucks a day on Facebook, that is the best return on investment. We use this on all our clients, and the reason we follow this system is because with that $50 a day, it gives us enough information with how many leads are we getting on a day-to-day basis. I base it off everything off the $50 a day because that's how the experiment will work. As I mentioned in other videos, we're just experimenting here. We need to understand what works in our market at this current time. So when do I decrease the budget and when do I increase the budget? So of course you increase the budget when you see that it's a performing ad, it's working very well, and it's getting you many leads on the daily basis. Pumping that ad with money so it keeps on generating the same results. When do you not spend money on an ad? Well, imagine I set a daily budget for 50 bucks. It is pumping out this ad, and with that, I got one lead. Okay, we got one lead, cost for $50 a day. That is not good at all. We do never want to see that. So then after that, we let it go for another day. So from there, it's now $100 a day, but we're still on one lead. So now that's 100 cost per lead. That would be my last straw, where if it goes any higher and it doesn't produce more leads, that's when I cut it out. That's just Facebook telling me that ad does not work at this time, at this moment. It might work in the future, it might work in the past, but it won't work now. From that information, I take down the ad and I let that ad budget go towards the winning ads that are performing to my ideal liking. From there, we direct them straight to their landing page after they click the ad. We always follow up the follow-up system, and we make sure they submit the form so we can have their contact information in our system. This isn't rocket science. This is just following the simple matter steps that you don't let your emotions get ahead of you. So step-by-step sequence. So as I mentioned in many videos in the past, my CRM is Go High Level. The reason I use this Go High Level is because it has everything I need in one place, so I don't have to use 100 different apps when I have one app that has everything tailored to my audience. I get to see everything on Facebook, YouTube, on all my Instagram profiles. I get to see everything in one place, and it makes my life so much more easier. I also attach new contacts that I get from the Facebook form, and I see everything I sent them in one place, so I don't have to go on different applications. So what we're going to be using your CRM for is to keep track of all these leads that are coming in. Facebook does have a lead section on their Facebook, but I like moving them all towards Go High Level so we can automate those messages as soon as possible. What we do is we get the contact information, of course. We send out SMS, phone call, email, voice message, and if you can, call as soon as possible. I know being a realtor is pretty busy. You might be at a showing, you might be at a listing appointment. You need to be calling as soon as you see the leads. Here at Moissanite Agency, we have an ISA team that calls up the leads within minutes. But I understand being a realtor is not easy. You have your family, you have other businesses on the side. You might not be doing this full time, but I still do recommend you calling as soon as you can. So tools for quick wins. Don't forget to click the link below. We'll have the whole description with everything you need to do on the day-to-day basis to making sure you're up to date with this program. What we want to see from you is making sure you have that calendar link set up. You want to upload those ads, of course. You want to send out reminders. You want to send out multiple on SMS, email, call as well, and then budget. Those are the 5 things we covered today. And with Go High Level, you can automate most of these things. Your life just gets 10 times easier. But I do recommend calling right after they submit the form because it's so crucial to get that information as soon as possible while there's still a hot lead. And if you found this video helpful today and you really want to start boosting your business going to 2026, don't forget to click the link below. That's my personal booking page. The first 50 calls and answer all questions, any concerns, and see how we help you with your business. No funny business, no fluff. We'll get straight to the point and see how we can help you go into 2026. From there, we'll show all our services. You make the choice if you like to move forward. No further ado, guys. I'll see you in next week's video and have an amazing rest of your day.